Mate, 0-0, Dave. Boring game.
Yeah,
Awful result.
Yes, it was. It was terrible. It was two sides that wanted a draw. It was two sides that got a draw. Um, I think at this point it's quite clear. I said last week they're not playing for him. You can't tell me that you saw anything today, barring Somerville's performance, that suggested any of them are behind him. But the problems, I think, now lie above him. I think the problems lie in that we've got a chairman that isn't going to pull the trigger. We've got a chairman that, if he does pull the trigger, he's going to meddle in affairs again, and we're going to end up with Rafa Benitez next.
Mate, if we end up roughly Benitez at this in the year of 2024, mate, that would be worrying. I mean, it's worrying now. But what do you think is if you think they're not playing for him, like what is the problem? Because as we're seeing so many different lineups and different formations and systems. It's just I just don't get it.
He doesn't know what he wants. He doesn't know. He's come in. He's just throwing jigsaw pieces at the floor and hoping they're going to form some kind of shape for him. And it's not. It's, we've had a midfield, we had a back four, we had a back five, we had a back three in midfield, four in midfield, five in midfield, one up top, two up top. Whatever he does doesn't work. It's him. It has to be him.
Yeah. Somerville was a bright spark today. Obviously, before the Kudus suspension, he weren't really getting a look in. I mean, do you have any faith that he will? That's it. The end of the Kudus experiment on the left is done now. Somerville, do you think you could just put him back on the left and Somerville's going to be struggling
up front? Put him up front because Antonio, God bless him, I love him. He's been a fantastic player for us, but his time's up. I mean, his time is well and truly gone at this point. You put him up front. He's got the power. He's got the pace. He's got the skill to cause people problems. You can then put Somerville on the left. You put Bowen on the right. I bought for 20 minutes today as well, to be fair. Soufal came on and Bowen looked a little bit like he did last season. I think it's Wan-Bissaka makes these erratic runs into space where he's going in all sorts of directions. Soufal's just constant. He's up and down on that overlap and Bowen knows where he's going to be, knows he's going to get back in position. And I think that gives Bowen the confidence to go and play like he did last year.
I mean, you mentioned, obviously it's clear where you stand with Lopetegui. And I'm assuming you don't want Rafa. Is there anyone that you would like to see come in?
The most West Ham manager I think that's out there, but we're not going to pay the compensation to get him, is Pochettino.
When you say the most West Ham, that can either be a good or bad thing.
Oh, look, he plays good football. He brings through young players. Yeah, we've got the Academy of Football blazing, all over the club, on every bit of tatting that hole behind us. Let's have someone that's going to bring through young players. It's going to bring through. We won the FA Youth Cup a couple of years ago. Same year we won the Conference League. And yet you look at the teams, I think Man City have started one of their youngsters today, Arsenal, bringing through players that lost that game.
Most of ours have been loaned out.
Yeah. I mean, George Murphy, obviously, I think he started today Bristol City. But
can't tell me he wouldn't be doing better than Antonio up top, or even at minimum just as well.
I think George Murphy's a better player than Luis Gallardo, mate. I think he would have given. I think, Ollie Scholes has played in a number 10 role for the 21s for most of this season. I know when he played against Bucharest as a left back, I think he's probably a left wing back, left winger. But you can't tell me that Paquetá today. I would love to have seen Ollie came on with Paquetá for his Premier League debut, because Paquetá, when he wants to play and he wants to do those little flicks and tricks, he's worth the entrance money. Today, or the form he's been on for about the last 9 months, he's a passenger, he's a liability. It would have been nice. It would have been nice today to see a little bit of investment in youth. We're not going to get it with him. I was told when he was appointed, he's managed Spain under-17s, under-19s. He's got this thing about youth players. I mean, that all turned out to be a crocker. But yeah, who knows what the future's going to hold. I still don't think he'll sack him. I think Sullivan's ego won't want to admit he's made a mistake, and he's not going to want to pay off. But you just look at it and you think, I know
Amorim was there, mate, but he didn't want to pay the 10 mil.
Exactly. We spent, if you'd have If you'd have taken out Fulkrug and Guilherme, we could have had Amorim and Duran. And those two would have made a huge difference on what we've got now. It's a waste of money. It's just, and there's no resale on it. You know, we're not going to get our money back for either of those players. I know it's a bit harsh on Fulkrug, he's been injured, but when he played, I thought he's looked like a good option off the bench, a target man you can bring on and put crosses into. Yeah, he's a great player to bring on with 20 minutes to go because he'll either get on crosses, you can either aim set pieces at him, or he'll hold the ball up and run it into the channels. But he's not a striker that for 90 minutes he's going to come on and score 15 Premier League goals in a season.
No. Well, listen, mate, like you said, probably not going to sack him anytime soon, so let's hope something improves, especially with Kudus and Alvarez back.
Fingers crossed,
mate. But the fixtures are not getting any easier, that's for sure. So we'll see, mate. Let's hope an international break sorts it out.
Fingers crossed. Let's get Newcastle on a Monday night, then Arsenal, and then we've got our relegation 6-pointer at Leicester to look forward to. So Wolves. A couple of relegation 6-pointers coming up.
Yeah, mate. Hopefully we get some surprise results and things improve. But Dave, cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate.
Have a good